and a man who needs no introduction, but I'll do it nevertheless. AJ Minter, kind enough to join us this morning on the program. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to be back here. Just excited for spring. It's always nice to be back here in Florida, so decided to get it going.
What's the program like for you? Because it's a lot different for a pitcher. When do you start throwing, start ramping it up just a little bit?
During the off season?
Yeah.
So usually take off for the whole month of October, November, whatever it may be. Pick up a ball December 1st and start throwing bullpens in January. You got to be ready for spring training now.
You had a career high in both appearances and innings last year.
Yeah.
Was there a moment you realized you were edging towards the possibility to have a career high in both innings and appearances?
It felt like the first 3 weeks of the season. I was like, I might be pitching a lot this year, but I was surprised. I just felt good all year.
Yeah.
Almost as a reliever, I love kind of pitching like every other day. You know what I mean? Like I don't like to have 3 days off, and us pitchers, we love to have routines. So if I can get out there as many times as possible, I enjoy doing it.
Yeah, the idea is you don't know, there could be 2 blowouts in a row and a guy might throw 7, and then all of a sudden you've gone 3 days, and if you had a routine, it's sort of out of whack at that point.
Right, exactly. Like I said, I love pitching kind of every other day if I could choose, but obviously, I love to be in there whenever Snit, wants me to be in those high lever situations, so I'm enjoying it.
It's nice to be in a routine, I would imagine, as well. Last year you had the lockout, the year before you had COVID, so everything kind of falling into place for you when you talk about being here at Northport especially.
No, it's nice to just start on time and not have any delays, any problems, so I'm excited about this year. We're obviously excited about this spring. Alex did his homework again, as usual, in the offseason, and brought in guys that are going to make a huge difference for us.
So the most flexible a team has to be is in the bullpen, because there's more guys, but it's also there's more change usually. Yep. How does it work when you've been here a few years and you'd like, this is what I do, but you also know that other guys have strengths too. So as much as catchers have to get to know you, you guys sort of, the most bonding I think is done with this group, so you guys get an opportunity to do it over the course of spring.
Definitely. Us bullpen guys, it's our job to kind of keep everything loose. But like you said, bringing in Murphy, new catcher, it's definitely going to be very critical for us to, all of us relievers, starting pitchers, just to get in time with him one-on-one. Don't be afraid to go up and just talk to him and just get to know him, because the sooner and the better we can be with getting to know each other and being on the same page, especially with the new pitch clock this year, it's going to be very critical.
Yeah,
so what were your numbers? Yeah, what were your numbers? Because Kyle told me that they gave him his numbers. He said, look, I think I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
What were yours?
I will admit, I'm pretty slow. I work slow. It's definitely something I'm going to need to work on this spring, but I'm feeling confident. Speaking to the guys, especially in the minor leagues last year, it was tough that first 2 weeks, and after that they got used to it, so it's just going to be a matter of just getting reps in, getting used to the pitch clock, and I think it's going to benefit the pitchers more than anything.
You do.
I think just being in a fast-paced rhythm, speed up the hitters, make them feel uncomfortable, I think it's going to work in the pitcher's favor.
And I guess the constant reminders, Chris was talking about the bullpen clocks. You got the fields and the mound set up.
Yeah.
They're right there in front of you, so it's going to be that constant reminder here at spring training.
Definitely.
So you avoided arbitration.
Yep.
How happy were you that, okay, that's done, January, now I just do my stuff?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can settle and not have to go to a hearing, I think it's good for both sides. So obviously I was happy, the Braves were happy, so I'm glad that we got it done, and just coming to spring just fully focused and ready to get kicked off the season.
You told me something yesterday. You were also busy this off season because it was...
I had a lot of weddings. It's that time of my life where everyone's getting married. So I had Danzy's wedding, went to Belize for a wedding on New Year's, so it was that time of the year.
Losing a guy like Dansby, I know losing Freddie the year before, you understand it's a business. Does it, I don't want to say make it easier to adjust, or is it just a situation where, okay, it's happened before, we knew what we had to do, it's happening again, now even furthermore we know what we have to do?
Yeah, I mean, you can't speak highly enough of Freddie, Dansby, guys we've lost in the past. You said it is a business. With that being said, we're treated as professionals, so we have to move on. Wish nothing but the best for those guys, and they, had to make decisions for them and their families, and you have to respect that. And at the same time, we have a job to win games here in Atlanta, so we can be as competitive as we want on the field, and but at the end of the day, we're brothers off the field. So
this is the last one. this is where the big boys get to come.
Yeah.
But when you're, I don't even know what number you might have been in the low minors in
Yeah.
spring training, but those fields back there, and I'm pointing to all the stuff. How incredible is it when you know that you are no longer going to be part of back there? You've done the work, and this becomes your home in spring training.
Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, you know, remembering those days in the minor leagues and even getting sent down in AAA, that's what fuels you to stay up here. You know, every year we bring in new guys in the draft, and that's just, you know, 30, 40 more guys that are coming for your spot. So you have to keep that perspective and never be complacent, and you have to, you know, show these minor league guys, you know, how to be a professional and be a major leaguer. So it definitely does not make things easier by any means, and but I'm excited to just be here.
Without taking a shot at the Orlando facility, because we'll do that.
We'll handle that.
This compared to that.
Yeah,
wild.
I mean, this is the best facility in all of baseball. It just, I think what we don't take for granted is everything is just so close. You don't have to waste time just walking across the facility like we were in Disney. Just being efficient and just being under control, and everything here is obviously top of the line, so it's definitely nice.
You're going to miss tripping over something in the hallway, though, piece of exercise equipment.
Right.
Think about that. Actually, you don't have to think
Yeah.
about that. So, AJ, thanks for the time. Best of luck spring training, and we'll see you when you come back to Atlanta.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
AJ Mitchell, everybody.